One of my favorite techniques, number 8, is sipping hot water. Sipping hot water helps strengthen your digestion and cleans your digestion. This is a really important technique because sipping hot water also tends to rehydrate us. Many of us are dehydrated. We don't get enough water, and when you're dehydrated, here's the problem when it comes to your digestion. The stomach has a bicarbonate layer that's based on and supported by lots of water. When we get dehydrated, that layer of that basic layer that protects us from the digestive acids in our stomach, it breaks down. The acids burn our stomach. We get a stomach ache. And then the body says, hey, this burns too much. You better turn down the furnace a little bit, turn down the digestive acids so I don't feel that burn, but I also slow down my ability to digest food really well. So dehydration tells your digestive system to slow down or cool off, and your furnace shuts down. This is unacceptable. We have to fire up our digestive system. And don't forget, one of the major causes of hyperacidity, which everybody complains about, is actually not enough digestive acids, digestive fires, hydrochloric acid. This is supported by an herb called trichitu, supported by digestive spices, and supported by rehydration. So taking hot water, plain hot water, and sipping it 2 or 3 sips every 10 to 15 minutes throughout the day as a rehydration technique is phenomenal. If you at the end of one day and do that and you're thirsting for more hot water, what that tells us is that you are dehydrated. So then continue that for 2 weeks as a rehydration technique. I talk about this in many of my books and my newsletters. This is an incredible technique. It's a lymphatic moving technique, a detoxifying technique, a digestive strengthening technique, a rehydration technique. This one technique can really, literally change, and I've seen it change my patients' lives. Critically important technique to know about. Simple, very inexpensive. And guess what? Squeeze a little bit of lemon in that hot water once in a while. It's kind of like adding soap to the mix. Once in a while, a little soap in the hot water is a hot rinse for your digestive system and your lymphatic system. Another technique after you eat the meal is to take a little bit of an herb called triphala. Triphala is 3 fruits, Bibitaki, Harataki, and Amalaki. And these 3 fruits are designed to strengthen your digestion, cleanse your intestinal tract after the meal, and tonify the muscles so the muscles of your eliminative function, your bowel movements, can function in a more efficient manner. I had a patient of mine that I talk about in one of my previous newsletters where she had 2 capsules of trichitu after every meal. After 2 years, she came back to my office and she said, I lost 50 pounds eating triphala, 2 capsules after each meal. And all she did was just that one simple thing, did everything the same. Triphala is a bowel tonifying cleansing technique. Adding the triphala to cleanse your intestinal tract, chia seeds and flax seeds, about a tablespoon or a teaspoon with each meal, has a similar effect to create a cleansing, fibrous effect to clean out your intestinal tract. Very important techniques to keep your digestive system and your eliminative function balanced and effective. And the last technique is to keep your liver strong so your bile can flow in a very robust fashion. When your bile becomes thick because of liver congestion and toxicity and poor digestion, your bile can't break down the fats. And when you can't break down the fats, you can't get rid of them. We store them. We put them in our fat cells. They build up in our brain. They make us kind of crazy. We lose our cognitive function. So bile and the function of the bile and the viscosity of the bile is a critical piece of the puzzle. I'm going to do a whole nother newsletter on the function of bile and the critical importance of how to keep your bile thin. One of the simple techniques of doing that is eat more beets. Beets are the bile thinners. So take beets, grate them up, and add a little lemon juice, again, a little bit of flaxseed oil, and you can have this kind of beet salad. It's a fantastic way to keep your gallbladder healthy, your bile thin, and your liver decongested. This is a great technique. These top 10 techniques, all proven and documented in the article that goes along with this newsletter. The references for each of the studies done on these top 10 techniques are there. Please go to my website at lifespa.com for more information. Please look at the archived articles and newsletters that are there. We just finished a series on the 3 deficiencies that affect more than half the world's population. Those are critical to look at and to understand and to know about. You do not want to go through life with a deficiency. And these are deficiencies that affect more than half of the world's population. We have to know about and treat that. And then, of course, this topic of how to remove and deal with stubborn weight loss. We're doing a series on that as we speak. Thank you for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard.